Oh, it's Every Child Matters t-shirt. Okay, my old roommate Trevor Miller is a vicious, violent terrorist. I know I keep saying this, but as I go down the list of people that I know who've been in my life, I muscle test them, and then I go and look into what exactly they're all about. And when we muscle test Trevor Miller, now those of you who know that I'm all about Dr. David R. Hawkins of Consciousness Research, guess what it was who put me on to Dr. Hawkins in the first place? Trevor the fuck Miller. And what happened? Well, he did all kinds of stuff. He went to the States and he got on Beyond the Ordinary radio show, and they gave him a box of VHS tapes of David R. Hawkins, and he watched them, and he gave them to me, and I watched them. Lots. I don't know how many pieces, 15 tapes. And I read all the books, and Miller read the books. Why is he different than me? Well, let's find out. This is using muscle testing. We have permission. Trevor Miller, my old roommate, calibrates over 200. Remember, 200 is the dividing line between negativity and the path spiral downwards into the toilet and death. And at 200, you start to spiral up into higher consciousness. Okay, so Trevor Miller, the great, the highest he ever reached on the scale of human consciousness was over 500. 510, 20, 30. 530. So he never met 530. He never went to 540. Unconditional love, and that is the law. So he broke the law his whole life. And even when he knew he could stop breaking the law, he's still breaking the law. And he's gone from wherever that was, 530, down below 200, 190, 180 is where he's at right now. The Great Fall of Trevor Miller. I don't know what else to tell you. That's all you need to know. That man is going to the Lake of Fire, and he's very well educated. He loves to learn, continuous learning. So why did he turn down God to go with the devil and burn as a devil, as a vampire in the Lake of Fire? Because he picked it. Before this lifetime, he chose what he wanted to have happen. And he chose at the end of his life to go for a swim in the Lake of Fire. Does he intend to swim out? The answer is no. What happened before his lifetime? He chose to be a devil. Why? There's no understanding people who are under 200 on the scale of human consciousness. They're irrational, illogical, and they have a mind like a housefly. I always say housefly because last summer I had houseflies come in, fly into my hotel rooms. I had the door open because it was hot and I wanted some air, and the housefly flies in. And then I get my can of Raid. My alter ego, Bill Lee, comes around and sprays Raid on the houseflies and kills them. And then what happens? More houseflies flying in. So the houseflies are so stupid that they don't realize that it's a killing zone of Raid in my room. They don't know. They're dumb, dumb, dumb. Dumb. And people under 200 got housefly brains. Shit for brains, it's often called for. And the people who are attacking me are vicious, violent housefly people who've got high-tech machinery that they couldn't possibly ever make on their own because they're so fucking stupid that never passed high school. And then one of them, Brent Beeson the devil, can't even read and write. But he's a devil, and someone gave him high-tech machinery created by somebody, the consciousness of the people who created the Dr. Evil remote neural monitoring machine that's being used against me. Together, the collective calibrates over 400. 410. Logic and reason created this monstrosity of a machine. And it was created by those people for the purposes of defending the USA, defending other countries, just the USA. It was made by the Pentagon. So this fucking evil fucking shit being used on it by, an ally, I'm a civilian, in Canada, a friendly nation to the USA. Now, is it American terrorists or what? It's American military forces under the Pentagon that are torturing me. It's a stolen machine. It was gifted by the U.S. military to somebody. It was stolen by an evil person that worked for the U.S. military, a contractor. A contractor stole it. There's more than one of these machines that were stolen. More than 10, more than 20, more than 100, more than 1,000, more than 10. More than 2,000, more than 3,000, more than 4,000, more than 5,000, more than 5,000 of these evil fucking machines are out there. And there's other ones besides this from other countries that are given to terrorists. The total number of these kind of people, no, I don't want the number of people, the number of targeted individuals by this evil kind of technology is over 100,000. It's over 500,000. It's over 1 million. It's over 1 billion. It's 8 billion people. Everybody on Earth is somehow being targeted by that number. There's more than that. Why? Because there's other countries in it that are involved. In essence, what I keep telling you again and again is if you've ever had that radio quality song playing in your head, uninvited, and you don't want it to play in your head, but you can't get rid of it, that is high-tech, remote neural monitoring voice-to-skull demonstration to you. I first had that, I don't know, as long as I can ever remember. I don't know, 7 years old maybe? My whole life. I'm 57 years old. So this technology is at least 50 years old. And it's on everybody on the planet. Everybody's targeted. Why? Because the people that are running this shit show calibrate under 200, and they're devils. Alrighty. So that's what's going on. It just shows you that, even when you create a defense industry to protect you from the Russians, there's so many dirty, filthy Americans that some of those scumbags are going to go and sell out America so they can devil. And somebody let them. Dr. Hawkins of Consciousness Research told us that in the USA, 50% of the people calibrate under 200 on the scale of consciousness. The scale of human consciousness, Brent Beeson, this evil fucking person, is doing all of this horrible. He's 65 fucking years old and he can't read and write. He's 100% American terrorist and he's a racist, homophobic, evil fucking old cunt. And somebody gifted him with all this stuff. Where else do you want to go with this? Everybody wants to know what's going to happen. What's going to happen is all the Packies, that's what I call people who are evil, are all going to march into the Lake of Fire where they're going to go for a swim like Trevor Miller, who's famous for, being a lifeguard. What is going on? Again and again and again. No one can understand people under 200. They're illogical and irrational. They've got minds like houseflies. What happened to Trevor Miller that he wanted to be a housefly? Well, a long time ago, he had two things that he wanted to do. He wanted to be vigilant for God and his kingdom, and he wanted to be a capitalist. Marry them together, he's no longer serving God, he's serving mammon. And that's what it's called in the Bible, money. Money is mammon. And if you chase money, then you're a Mammonite, and you're not vigilant for God and his kingdom. Because if you're vigilant for God and his kingdom, you can't have mammon. Because mammon is a devil. And that's what Trevor Miller is worshiping these days. Mammon. He worships money. Why? Because he doesn't talk to me anymore. Why? You ask Hector Dougal why he doesn't talk to me anymore, or Scott Dougal, or my sister Barb Beggs Dougal, or my sister Kathy Burrows Mallon, or my mother Susan Alice Burrows Shaw, or my uncle Sandy Shaw, or my cousin Joanne Shaw, or my cousin John Shaw, or my cousin Phil Wally, or my cousin Jackie Burrows, or my cousin Donna Burrows, or my frenemy Bill Stamp, or my frenemy, both these last two people are my former roommates, Van Cinderly, or my long-term friend who's become a frenemy, Daryl MacArthur. What's going on, folks, is the separation of the wheat from the chaff. And I keep telling all you stupid fucking packies that you don't have to be burnt at the lake of fire if you simply do raise your consciousness. Open your heart chakra and stop being a cunt. Daryl MacArthur, you are a first-class womanly cunt. Fuckface. And you're gonna burn for it. And in the end, I don't want to see anybody have the most horrific future. Because it makes my inner child cry and scream and jump up and down and stamp at its feet and say, this place is hell, and I hate it in hell, and I don't want to see more horror. But if you're all devils, and you're all insisting on being devils to the bitter end, and you are Trevor Miller, then my inner child is going to celebrate. Because after they stop crying, and they say, no, this is a horrible thing happening to humans, then they just watch. The inner children watch. And they say, you're not human, Trevor Miller. You're not. You're worshiping Mammon the devil. So you are a devil worshiper now. And you're not about Jesus, who loves the children. You're about Mammon, who's about killing the children, draining their blood and giving it to Johnny Depp in Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas, so he can drink the blood of children on camera so all you people know what adrenochrome is. And then you can go and look at my most famous frenemy, Scott Dougal, director of Google, who makes Chrome laptops with Adreno chipsets inside of them. Adrenochrome laptops by Scott Dougal of Google. Luciferians, right out in the open, mock you. And they say, that's the truth. And then they sit back and say, what are you going to do about it? Or they don't see anything at all. Are you going to forget about me, being a Luciferian devil in your community? Or not? So says Scott Dougal of Thunder Bay and California. You fucking people are going to have to get off your asses and realize that it is Armageddon. And you're going to have to choose and actively every day go in the direction that you want, following the Dougals into the lake of fire, or following me. I don't want you to follow me. No. No. I'm not a leader of men. I'm not. And I don't claim to be the leader of men. I'm not the leader of you. If you want a leader, go find somebody else, because you're giving your power away, and it's a spiritual mistake. Don't put people up on a pedestal. Don't call Donald Trump the orange Cheeto and expect him to come around and help you. Don't call him the Wonder Boy or Jesus the next Messiah. He's a simple-minded simp who grabs women by the pussy. He's a vicious, violent old cunt, and he's going to boil in oil in the lake of fire, along with Bill Clinton and Barack Obama and George Bush Sr. and Jr. and Jimmy Carter. Are you surprised about that one? Well, Jimmy Carter ain't Jimmy Carter. Jimmy Carter is an actor. And Jimmy Carter, the actor, played President Kennedy. Because God's Royal Actors Facebook group shows pictures of the two people, and they're the same person. Jimmy Carter is the long-lost dead President Kennedy. God's Royal Actors, you can go find that Facebook group, go and find those pictures. Because it's fake fucking news, and even the orange Cheeto told you that it's fake fucking news. And it's 100% fucking fake, and it's designed so the Luciferians can fuck with your mind. And you let them. Because you don't stand up and scream, fuck you, asshole. You look at me. All of you fucking people. You look at me and you all say to Bob Burrows, fuck you, asshole. Why? Why, Trevor Miller? Do you want to worship Mammon? Why? People are going to say, well, because we need money. I know. You can manifest money out of the blue without even intending it. A lot of people are going to be surprised about how much money Bobby Burrows is manifesting for himself. I'm not at Shelter House. I'm not going to be at Shelter House. And everyone's plans on bankrupting me are only bankrupting you. Because you're bankrupt of morals, and you're bankrupt of ethics, and you're bankrupt of logic, and you're bankrupt of rationality. You're all a bunch of fucking houseflies. And Billy, my alter ego, has got a big can of Raid. It's not smart to be evil. So if you're going to follow all the stupid people and walk into the lake of fire, you're going to burn forever. Don't do it. Don't be a dumbass. That's Red from that 70s show looking at all those stupid teenagers. Don't be a dumbass again. Don't be a dumbass. And Red's going to roll his eyes and he's going to look at a lot of you stupid people. And he's going to say, I cannot believe that you still insist on walking the path of evil, knowing full well that you're going to end up forever being punished for it. Not 10 years, not 10 centuries. Trillions of years and then trillions of it, because once you're a devil, you're always a devil. And no one's going to let devils out of the lake of fire to devil again. The reason they went in there is because they deviled people. And it hurt. It was horrible. And once you're a devil, you're always a devil. I've had devils come around here and pretend to switch from deviling to not deviling. And they're very good. And they can do it for a long period of time, but in the end, they went back to deviling. Dr. Hawkins of Consciousness Research said that barrier between 199 and 200, it's courage. And it takes real courage to change. And he said the best way, and then basically the only way that he ever saw the people, that's the only thing he told us, people in the Marine Corps. Because the Marine Corps, he said, calibrated at 190 in the scale of human consciousness. So, if you're now 200 is the dividing line, so people can join the Marine Corps who are under 200 in the scale, and then they develop unit cohesion and band of brothers with the people they fight with. And if they get in a shooting war, then somebody at 190 who has got no courage whatsoever is given an opportunity to display courage. And he said that people who are chicken shit, because everybody under 200 is chicken shit, you get an opportunity in the military when maybe you're under fire to show courage. And that's what he said happens. Marines at 190, they're all trained up, and then they go off in harm's way. And it takes real courage to work with your co-workers, the other soldiers. It takes real courage under fire to do your job. And that's what happens according to Dr. Hawkins. People in the So, if you're not in the military, how are you going to get into a situation that takes real courage? Right now, you've got to take real courage to do a full moral inventory of what you're all about, who you hurt and who you helped. Is your 8-year-old version of you proud of you as an adult, the way you are now? Is the future 80-year-old version of you happy with what you are as an adult now? If they're both happy, then you've got to look at yourself when you're 8 or 80. Were you a devil then and a devil in the future? Because if that's it, then that's not going to help you out. But if 8 years old, you saw a much better future for not only you but for everybody, and now you're a devil, then that 8-year-old's going to be exceptionally angry, etc., etc. You need to look at yourself in the mirror and be completely honest. And then learn how to muscle test. Just go on YouTube and type in muscle testing, how to. And then you can find out where you are on the scale of human consciousness. And don't forget, if you're a devil, it won't work. Under 200 in the scale, muscle testing doesn't work. But you'll know if you're a devil or not. Because you just know. So, have the courage to be honest with yourself and look at your situation. Are you going to be considered fit for heaven, 540 or higher on the scale of human consciousness? Or are you going to try and figure out what else you can do? If you're under 540, there's no future. A horrific carrot in the stick situation. Heaven on earth if you go to 540 or higher. Hell on earth forever if you stay under 540. Burn, harsh realm. Burn, lake of fire. There's no exit. You're considered a devil, and you broke universal law by not being at 540. You're going to say, the whole planet is below 540, Bob. What do you expect? I look around my neighborhood, and everybody is under 540 eating meat and drinking beer. Well, then what did you learn from Alex Jones? He told you this place is prison planet. I know, I didn't understand that. Well, you need to understand from Dr. David R. Hawkins of Consciousness Research. 78% of humans calibrated under 200. Let's say 1995. When you did those muscle tests. We can always go get new ones, but that's what it was all about. 78% of humans on planet Earth are evil. 78%. And he said in the USA and Canada, it's only 50% of the people who are evil, under 200, and 50% of them are not so evil because they're over 200, but very, very few, I don't know, beyond a handful, at 540 or higher, unconditional love. And that's why it's prison planet. And that's why we have a quarantine around planet Earth, because everybody on planet Earth who's not at 540 is a criminal. A universal criminal, and that's why this place is prison planet. David Hawkins of Consciousness Research did the muscle test, and he found out that planet Earth is purgatory. The Roman Catholic is going to tell you purgatory is a place people go who are not good enough for heaven. And you go to purgatory to change your character so you can fit with the people who live in celestial heavenly realms. So you're on prison planet because you're a criminal, and everybody else around you is a criminal too. And I gotta tell you, I was a criminal too, because I wasn't born at 540. Let's see where Bobby Burrows was born. I was born over 200. I came in with over 300, 210 when I was born, because that's where I came from. Because you carry over from your previous lifetimes whatever your highest level of consciousness was. 210, that's what I came in at. That's still way under 540. Don't forget, the scale of human consciousness is an exponential scale. So, 210. Criminal. Me. Whatever I was doing in my past lives, the best I ever did. And did I ever do higher? I did higher than 210 in previous lives. That was the best thing. It was more than one life. One life, the most previous life before him. He was a human. No one can say anything else but that. So here I am, telling you, I came in under 540s. Clearly, I need to be on prison planet because I was breaking the law. Now, I'm over 540. I'm 600, 700 I'm at right now. By doing all the internal work of letting go of everything that's not aligned. with higher consciousness. So don't call me born sinless. The Roman Catholic is going to say, you were born a sinner. Let's see. At 210, I'm a sinner? Yep. So, it's true. And given the fact that, I don't know, David Hawkins would, I don't know exactly how many people, let's see. I don't know. I can't do it. I just can't do it. Because I can just feel the energy. It's too, I'm not getting stuff. I got too much devilry, too much devil energies around here. Like, that's as far as I'm going to go. Anyways, mea culpa. Born onto present planet because I was breaking the law, and I was only at 210, and I need to be at 540. So, if I can do it, you can do it, motherfuckers. And don't call me born Jesus, because anybody that knows me knows I'm not. And people looking at me today are going to say, you're an asshole today, and I was going to say, yes, I am. I'm an asshole, because that's what it takes to talk to assholes. And admit, and tell you, I'm not hiding anything. I'm not hiding a goddamn thing. I'm simply showing you that there's a path out of your stupid fuckfaceness. Now, I wasn't under 200. So, I don't understand the housefly mind. I'll never understand it. This is the housefly mind that's using all this remote neural technology because these people are stupid. Because if you go under 200, you're stupid. And you're very prone to criminality and terrorism. What else do you want to know? The path out of this mess? Transcending the Levels of Consciousness by David R. Hawkins is the book. And there's lots of other books by David R. Hawkins. And if you go to Amazon, you can go and collect the being fucked with by the words. Go to Amazon, collect on. You think this is fun? Hector Dougal, do you think this is fun, you fat fucking asshole? Scott Dougal, Rochelle fucking Dougal, you evil fucking princess of evil from Packy. You're a Packy princess, Rochelle Dougal. I can't help you out. Because all of this fucking shit that's going on right now where I can't get the fucking words is due to you, Rochelle, and your fucking evil husband, Scott Dougal of Google, and your evil fucking brother-in-law, the fat fuck of Thunder Bay, Hector the fucking CKPR. You go fuck off, you fucking Dougals. Anyways, whatever I'm saying, I'm sorry, that's as far as I can go in this video because I'm being totally fucked with by a bunch of vicious, violent terrorists here on planet Earth in 2022. It's Armageddon, folks, because these evil fucking people are taking over everything, fuckface, and every one of you people are already hooked up to this fucking monstrosity of a machine. And the plan is 3 days of darkness. And that's what they're going to turn on all this fucking machinery and pickle all of you fucking people. So that you won't be able to leave your bed because they're going to give you horrible electronically to torture you the way they tortured me. And when they do that, you'll have a hard time even going to the bathroom. Because it's a horror when they hijack you electronically. Take away your voice and your ability to speak what you want to say. They take it away, completely mind wipe you and hijack you and get you to say things that you don't want to say. You could see how they're fucking with my throat chakra. And this is fucking with my arm. And if you look back, it's been years of me making videos of Scott the fuck Dougal. And you can call him public enemy number 1 worldwide. That motherfucker is the head honcho of Google. And that motherfucker is going to burn forever in the lake of fire. Because... what are you going to do, terrorist? What are you going to do, motherfucker, at this late date with the fucking horrific karma you got? Well, you can walk away from it. You can give up your evil ways, Dougal. Read Transcending Levels of Consciousness. And ditch your ego. Or your ego is going to put you in the lake of fire, Dougals. What are you going to do about it, fuckfaces? Not up to me. You tortured me fucking horribly, you evil fucking shit things. My preference is that you will burn forever, fuckfaces, but, you know, I gotta give you an option because I'm a spiritual teacher. And at this late date, let's find out. Let's see. If you raise your consciousness, Scott Dougal, to 540 unconditional love, you won't go to the lake of fire. That's true. And there you go. Hector Dougal, if you raise your consciousness to 540, you won't go to the lake of fire. That's true. If you go to 539, Scott Dougal, you go to the lake of fire. That's true. Hector, ditto. So you got to make 540, kids. Which means you're going to have to turn off all your fucking Dr. Evil machines, Scott fucking Dougal. And you're going to have to stop broadcasting fake news. Hector? On your CKPR. I don't expect either of you to change. I just don't. But I've given you how to do it. And if you don't do it, it's on you. And as a spiritual teacher, I've done my job, and I can rest in peace at 700. It's actually 600 that gives you peace. 700 is being of enlightened states. Do I feel enlightened? Definitely different than when I was at 210. Yes, internally, very different. Before or after I was attacked by all of this stuff, I've been attacked by this my whole life. So I don't know. Because when I was a little kid, I don't know. Let's go like grade 4. I can remember talking to my mom, like, this thing is radio. I didn't say that. It's just music is playing in my head or something. And then she would say, well, it happens to me, it happens to everybody. And we just thought it was a normal part of the human brain that sometimes it plays music unwanted to us. But now we know that it was electronic hijacking way back when I was 7 or 8 years old. So this is an old technology that's been hidden and suppressed and been used by the 1% and random fucking terrorists. Who are they? They're people in your neighborhood who are not above 200 on the scale of human consciousness. They're under. Or they are under 540. Let's just say 540 because 540 is the law. It's not 200 above or below. It's definitely a significant thing. But modern day, anybody that's at 539 or lower is going to the lake of fire. When? Very soon. I don't know. 6 years ago, the character Rumpelstiltskin, who comes to me via this fucking evil fucking shit thing that's using my body to show and demonstrate how fucking powerful it is. I don't know. He came a long time ago. I was going to tell you something, but that's how strong the mind wipe is on this machine. Because whatever the story was, they mind wiped it out of my mind. Scott Dougal, the fucking evil fucking shit thing. From the Wabang. That's what he calls his family palace near Thunder Bay. Scott Dougal, you're the most fucking beast. Blah, 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 blah. For you, vicious, violent terrorist. Anyways, what's going to happen is going to happen. It's Armageddon. And the war's already been won. Forces of light always win the war because forces of death can't live without life. It's stupid to fight life itself, but that's what you do, Dougal, because you're a dumb Dougal. Isn't that true? Anyways, that's all I can tell you now.